May 11th. Happy Mother's Day to everybody. Um, Today's session, we're going to be talking about auto scaling, the cloud trainer. Is May 11th, 2025. And again, when we talk about, start a new slide here. What is auto scaling? Okay. And when we talk about auto scaling, um, it's a core function or feature in cloud platforms, right? And when we talk about cloud platforms, we think about cloud platforms such as AWS, which are the big three guns in this industry. And when we look at the different cloud platforms, we look at AWS, right, which is your Amazon Web Service, right, which is Amazon Web Services, right? And let me open up a web page. Web page. Okay, so I'll type in www.amazon or AWS, right? So if we type in AWS, not Shield, but AWS, and if we type in AWS, this will bring us to our Amazon Web Services page. And here's where you can create your free tiers if you haven't done so already. And you could take a look at different products that are available, the different solutions, pricing, in free tier, pricing calculators, how to estimate your cost for your architecture solution in your data centers or in the cloud data centers, um, right? And how to, look at pricing, right? The different pricing to view the documentation for EC2 instances, some documentation on SDKs and toolkits, use cases, scenarios, browse through user guides and tutorials. So what I'm going to do is go back to the main web page, and I'm going to cut this and save this in our documentation here for a good read. It's the website. Remember, it's a big company. It's a multi-billion-dollar company. There's also another competitor, which is Azure, Microsoft Azure, which is Microsoft uh, proprietary to Microsoft. And Microsoft Azure comes in many flavors. Now, I'll show you Microsoft Azure. There's a Microsoft Azure, which is a software as a service. When we talk about it, we could talk about software as a service or IaaS, right? If we were to go to our trusted platform browser, which is our obviously Microsoft Edge, in this instance, or Google Chrome, I just type in that Microsoft Azure, right? And this will bring us straight to our azure.microsoft.com portal, or we can look at the actual portal itself, which is our infrastructure, and then we can take a look at that. And I'll bring this um, getting started. Right, so we'll get started with Azure here, and I will copy and paste that. And again, I think I've explained this before. Again, you can, choose your Azure accounts that are right for you. You can use a pay as you go, or try Azure free for up to 30 days. There's no up cost permit commitments. You can cancel anytime. Here's your best proof of concept for the free account, and this will give you $200 in credit. to use Azure services within 30-day trial or use them up to a year. I think they give you free monthly amounts of 20 plus services for 12 months, which are only based only for new Azure customers, right? And there's about 65 plus always free services. Again, we can access the full catalog up to $200. So if you get this $200, and obviously you're not going to use the $200 in one day, you're gonna there's different ways of manipulating the software. Just make sure you delete any resource groups or any VMs that you use. There's also some sandboxes. I also have videos on that. And if you have any other questions, again, during that sign up process, there may be a temporary $1 authorization that's placed on your card. You're going to need a credit card for this. And um, let me explain that to you. Card is needed, right? Just remember a dollar may be authorized, right? So don't be alarmed if that happens. Just remember to delete. Obviously, I'm not. There's you're not going to get charged after. Just remember to have. Just remember, and this is for everybody. Remember to know when your 30 days are up, and make sure to deactivate your account and delete yours. And it's pretty. So just to kind of give you an idea, for example, if I were to go to, starting annotations here, I'm going to close this. So if I were to go to admin.microsoft.com, which is my portal, my admin portal, and I would assign into my admin portal. Once I sign in, so if I were to say, for example, sign in with a different account, and I'm going to choose obviously my account that I'm using. Accounts of my accounts. Oh, there we go. Okay, so if I'm in one of my accounts here for training purposes, and obviously when I'm going to the marketplace, for example, let's say an example, I'm going to the marketplace and I'm purchasing a product. In this instance, um, when you're searching a specific product that you have, licenses here and my products. Let's see if I have one with my products here. Do I have anything? No, I don't, because I disabled all this stuff. Okay, this is not a good idea here. Okay. All right, so if I go to here, to enter, next, spelled that wrong there. Okay, there we go. All right, so I'm signing into my account, and then when I'm signing into my account, logging in, I'm gonna be prompted for MFA. So just make sure you have you open your authenticator app and enter the number. MFA is important. Make sure that your accounts are always MFA enabled. Keeps it secure. And from the wrong person signing in. Okay. And I think I have different ways of doing it. I think I set up different ways. And again, um, Click next. I'm going to log into my account. So it's been a while since I logged into it. This is why it's important to keep your security info up to date. Again, this can prove who you are and when you sign in, or in case you lose your password. So I did add a secondary method of authentication, which is important. Again, you can add security, if you decide to. And again, here is where you can either edit your info or just hit OK. In this case, we're just going to hit OK. And I'm registering my MFA this way. That way I can and it looks like I'm having a problem logging in. Give me 1 second. Okay. See if I can log in one more time. Should be able to log in. Yeah, there we go. All right, so here's my admin center. Now, if I were to go to my products here, again, this is some products that I have here for my test environment, um, my different licenses that I have, right? So if I have, um, you know, under the account here, for example, I'm now able to that and then send review your copy.